Hi, I'm Dave Dunitz, Associate Professor of Leadership and Organizational Psychology here at Azusa Pacific University, and I'm going to be your professor this semester for Management 561, Managing Teams and Conflicts. And I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to it because I love team dynamics and understanding how teams function and how they sometimes dysfunction. And I've also got a passion for conflict management because even though conflict can cause lots of problems, it can be resolved and really good things can come out of it. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. For 17 years, I was a church planting pastor in France, in the eastern suburbs of Paris, near Disneyland in France. And we started two churches, and we worked in a mission, and we worked with people whose lives were just changed wonderfully by the gospel. And we were able to start these two churches. But these churches that we started, that we thought we were doing everything so well, became somewhat dysfunctional. And in fact, the mission that we worked for, all these missionaries who had great motives, it became dysfunctional also. So, about 17 years ago, God opened up the door for my wife and I to come back from the States and to go into research. And so, my PhD is in social psychology, and I focus on studying conflict dynamics and other interpersonal dynamics in organizational contexts, specifically Christian organizations. So, I study things that go well, things that go wrong in Christian organizations like churches and mission organizations. Um, so, in some ways, I'm still a pastor at heart. Um, I've got kind of a weird mixture of things. The courses I usually teach are stats and research methods, and then I mentor people through their thesis in the MS in organizational psychology program. But my passion for research is in groups and teams. So in this course, we're going to cover a lot of information, especially about group and team dynamics. Interestingly, the textbook that we're going to use, which is available from within the course, is written from a communications perspective. Now, in most management courses, a lot of the research is done from a psychological perspective, looking at what's happening inside of people's heads, focusing on their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and how that affects other people's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Here, we're going to especially focus on how people communicate to each other in team and organizational contexts, and also to see how conflicts come into play. Now, in this class, you'll be doing a lot of work in teams. Now, it looks like this class might be small, so there's only going to be one team. And since that's the theme of the course, you want to be able to have a context to put it all into practice. Now, sometimes teams in a classroom situation, both online and on the ground, they don't go really well. But that's okay. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on making your team function really well. Put into practice everything that you're learning. Now, part of the problem with teams is that sometimes like your grade depends on the work that you do. And it does a little bit in this class. But I I believe that we've got to be fair. And I don't want your grade to suffer in case you've got something or someone in your team who's not doing what they should be doing. So I want to make sure, I'll do everything I can to make sure that it's fair and that it doesn't affect your grade negatively if something goes wrong. At the end of the semester, there's this peer review where you can evaluate everybody's contribution. You can let me know if you're having issues. I can coach you through it and help you out because I really want everything in this class to be fair and good. But I really want you to work on having good team dynamics because that's what the program is about. So set and communicate goals clearly. be trustworthy. Keep your word. If you say you're going to do something, make sure that you do it. When conflict arises, make sure you resolve it as soon as possible before it gets worse, and be committed to making the team succeed. If you've got issues, if things in life come up, let your other team members know, let me know. We're going to all try to work together to make this a really great semester. I'm looking forward to getting to know you, and I hope we do. Sometimes it's a little hard on the online courses, but I am completely available. You can set up an appointment to reach me at dunnits.youcanbook.me. That's on the syllabus, and we can meet through Zoom, and the Zoom link is there, and I'll be sending out emails regularly with contact information and stuff. And I really want to make this a great semester for you where you just gain all kinds of insights into team dynamics and conflict management.